What's going on? Thank you so much for tuning back in. Today, we're going to be talking about whether you need certifications to become a coach, especially if you're trying to make a lot of income. And I want to talk about this because so many people start going down this route of chasing certifications and they think that that's going to help them out with their business. That's how they make money. I want you to think about how many people there are right now, who are doing phenomenally well, are earning an amazing amount of money, who are super young, maybe right out of college or didn't even go to college, who are making more than maybe you're making. And they're doing it without any certifications, without any industry experience, maybe without even a college degree. And I can tell you that because right now we live in an age where more young people are becoming successful than ever before because you don't need to climb that corporate ladder anymore. You can acquire a skill on the internet or through trial and error, and you can build a business because you've done what you're preaching, you're done what you're teaching, or you've learned about it on the internet, right? So this whole thing about certifications, it's very old school. Yes, if you go and acquire certifications, you'll become better at your craft. If you're a coach, you want to become a life coach, yes, you could get some certifications and become a life coach. Does your client care about you having certifications? I can tell you, in having done research and worked with dozens of clients, nobody cares about your certifications. Nobody cares about your certifications. It's like I wouldn't even know as a client what certifications there are out there because I don't know enough about the coaching industry. So if I'm looking for, let's say, a fitness coach, I want to see if this person knows what they're talking about. I want to see how they're built, what their branding is like, what they know about nutrition. That's what I know. I don't need to know what kind of certifications they have. I don't need to know what they've done XYZ course. All I care about is, can they get me the result that I'm looking for? If you can get someone a result, that's all that matters. The amount of certifications you have, it doesn't matter. Here's the other thing I've noticed. This certification searching process is also a form of procrastination. Now, this might sound very people might be like, no, you need certifications. Well, you don't really need it. The fact that you need certifications is the equivalent of saying you need a college degree, and by having a college degree, you are going to have an amazing job. And we can tell if that were the case, every graduate right now would have a killer job, or everyone with a coaching certification right now would have an amazing income. But the fact is, once you get your piece of paper, then what? Then what? Getting a certification, getting a degree, it doesn't help you start a business. It doesn't get you any clients coming through the door. It doesn't do anything to help you acquire new business, right? That's not what this whole certification thing is about. So if you're thinking, I want to go out and get certification, sure, go ahead. Do it. It'll make you a better coach. You'll learn something out of it. It's investing in yourself. I think that's awesome. Do I need a certification to start my business? Absolutely not. You don't need a certification. In some cases, not in some cases, in a lot of cases, you're actually better off just learning by trial and error. Start your business, try getting some clients, work with the clients, work with some beta clients, see what kind of results you're getting, what do you need to improve about your coaching, establish your own style instead of learning someone else's style, and adapt from there. That's exactly what I did. That's exactly what all these online marketers do right now. They start, they experiment, they fail, and they adjust. Now, had I gone and done a 6-month, year-long certification or whatever, then come back, that's 6 months that I could have been making money in my business, right? So yes, you can do certifications, but don't get lost in this whole, I need a certification. You don't need a certification. Your clients don't care about your certifications. Yes, there's some credibility that comes with it, but you can fill in credibility with other things like testimonials, like actual client results, like actually knowing what you're talking about. People will buy from people they like and they trust, and people who can actually offer them value. Yes, certifications is a very, very small portion of that, but you can replace that with so many other things. As long as your client knows this person can help me, that's all they care about. So another branching question that comes out of it is, I need to get certifications in order to ask for this much. If my hourly rate right now is $80 an hour, I'll get this certification and then I can up it to $200. Why? Why do you need to go and get a certification? Just do it. Just up your prices. Who's going to come knocking at your door saying you shouldn't be charging this much? There's this weird understanding that we feel we're in certain pigeonholes because we have a certain amount of qualification, certain amount of education. This is a very old school way of thinking where we think that the amount of experience we have dictates the level we can charge. This is a very, very old school way of thinking. It's very reminiscent to these corporate ladders that, hey, you put in your time, whatever. People will buy from you because they like you, they want to work with you, they resonate with what you are telling them, and they like your style. That's why they work with you. That's your unique value proposition. So you don't need to go out there, get a million years of experience, get 4,000 different certifications, come back just to raise your prices by $50. You don't need to waste your time on those things. And a lot of people say, well, I'll go out, I'll get this certification, that certification, I'll be more competitive. No, you're not going to be more competitive, because in the age of social media, branding is the most important thing. You need to brand yourself. You need to be known. It's not about who you know, it's about who knows you in this world, okay? So you need to work on your brand. The more time you take away from working on your brand, the more time you're actually wasting, right? So right now, if you are in the crossroads of how do I start my business, how do I generate money, and you have to pick between going out and searching for a certification and starting your business, I would 100% say go and start your business. Unless you feel, I don't really know if I'm a good enough coach, I don't really know if I'm good at this, I don't really know if I have the skill set, maybe I can't provide anyone any results, and therefore I need to do some certifications. That's okay. But a method that I teach, and I learned this from Chris Do myself, is teach what you know. Don't overpromise clients results. If you can't get them certain results, don't overpromise them. Just say, this is what I know, this is what I can teach you, and I'd like to collect feedback while I'm learning, while I'm teaching you. So if I'm helping you find a job and you're coming across certain roadblocks, I'll go out there and I'll find a solution for them, and I'll learn accordingly. So teach what you know, no matter where you are. That way you can build a business, you can become more successful, you can get clients coming to the door, and you don't need to go in 50 different directions to chase certifications. And you can tell I'm not a fan of people who do that, right? Because I know so many people. I've talked to hundreds of coaches, literally hundreds of coaches who have an entire bank vault full of certifications, and they don't make any money. They don't have any income coming in. If I could tell you how many coaches I know who have 10 years of industry experience, they've been doing a corporate job for a while, they have all the certifications under the sun, who don't make more than $500 from their coaching business a month, I would be a rich man right now, and I am not, okay? So, all I want you to think about, can I start my business now? Yes, the idea is yes, you can start your business right now. You don't need to wait to get a certification. Should I get a certification? Sure. If you want to learn more about your industry, you want to learn more about how to be a better coach, there are other avenues to do that. You can teach and learn accordingly while you teach your clients, while you work with people. You can do that, all right? All you need to do is focus on getting your business off the ground. And if you're interested in that, check out the description, because I have a full guide on the 10 steps you need to take to make your first $10,000. The reason this is so important is because if you know how to make your first $10,000, this is more than most people make in an entire year from their coaching. If you can make this much, then you'll start believing that, okay, I can actually leave my corporate job because I'm making some really good money from this, and then you'll start chasing that. Right? A lot of my clients have just followed these steps, made a crap ton of cash, and then they're like, okay, now I gotta focus more on this, what this Yasir guy is saying. He knows what he's talking about. So check that out. Another thing I want you to think about is, how do I scale my business, right? One-on-one coaching only takes you so far, right? You can work with so many people, you only have so many time. Try to entertain a classroom setting as well. How can I come in twice a week, once a week, 3 times a week, spend a certain amount of time teaching people in a group setting something, and help everyone get results, and people share and they start teaching each other? How can we start making a community? I want you to think about that. If you have a skill set and you can teach that skill set to one person, 5 people a month by doing one-on-one, why not just teach it to a lot more people? Why not scale that offer and make income? That's how I started my business, and that's how I made my first few months making more than 5 figures, and scaling that as we go. So that's what I would recommend as well. If you already have a coaching business and you're wondering, I've got all these questions, I don't know where to start, I've got a free Facebook mastermind group as well in the description. You can check out, completely free. We do live streams every single week based on your questions. So I hope this kind of gave you some insight on where you should be spending your time. Please don't spend your time just thinking about the next certification. Go out there, start a brand, start a business. If you need any help, let me know. I'll make more videos about that. I'm interested interested in making you more money with your coaching, and starting your business right now is the best way to do that. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.